Hello, it's the Toaster Party. It's another episode of Budget Sky Striker versus. This time, it's Chain Burn. I'm sorry I couldn't get a better matchup. This was the best I was getting today. But without further ado, let's get into the game. We got Airspace Zero into Rose into Shizuku, getting a search, hoping that our opponent wasn't playing any combo, but our hand was good full of hand traps, but it didn't really matter because they weren't going to really do anything with no extra deck, which I didn't notice until just then. Then I see the secret barrel, and then I realize, oh, this is Chain Burn. So at this point, all I need to do is fire off the Airspace Zero, pitching the last copy of Toon Table of Contents, and then start swinging in. Because whatever they have face down is probably something annoying that's going to burn me if I attack it and destroy my monster, possibly. And they're going to activate Wave Motion Cannon and flip Aroma Jar. Funnily enough, this actually helps me, because now I can activate my copy of Afterburners, popping the Swords of Revealing Light and getting to pop the Aroma Jar, which then allows me to start attacking again. I go into Hayate and swing in for again. They Ring of Destruction my Hayate, but that helps me still because I get to go into Ray and start attacking and switching it out with Kagari. I forget to trigger Kagari's ability here, and then I go into Shizuku. I then get to add a card to hand, and then I'm just going to wait for the Wave Motion Cannon. They said the second Aroma Jar. Now I foolishly hit the raw or activate the Airspace Zero, destroying my card without having an actual way to get into the extra deck again. And I draw another Wave Motion Cannon. Well, kind of leave it up to the luck of the draw. We're going to pop a card, but actually this isn't really luck because I get to pop my own Airspace Zero with my Ghost Ogre and then start swinging in again. Going to send off a copy of the Hercules base just so I'll have the ability to recur all of my resources next turn. So they're going to draw Demise of the Land, not really going to help them much here. And I'm then going to activate the Jamming Waves, popping both of their back row and their monster and swinging in for lethal. We're back with game 2, and our hand's pretty okay. The funny thing is, I have these 3 copies of Toon Table of Contents, but I sided out the Toon Cyber Dragon because it seems kind of pointless in this matchup. So I then go into the Airspace Zero, so I'll be able to start hitting things. Then they Misfortune my Shizuku. I then Airspace Zero to pop the last obvious Toon Table of Contents, getting myself a copy of Rose. Gonna make sure I have monsters this time. I'm gonna pop one of my own back row and then pop the monster just to make sure it's nothing too bad. I'm gonna go start swinging in again. Then they Swift Scarecrow. I go into Zeke, so I will clear up my zones. I was hoping to deal a lot of damage early, but I guess that wasn't the case this time. They're then going to use the Cauldron of the Old Man to start earning me, but then they activate the Mystic Mine. Well, I have some main deck outs to that. I'm going to pop their copy of my own Shizuku to be able to pop the copy of the Cauldron of the Man, because that's going to deal more damage over time than the Wave Motion Cannon will, which will then allow me to clear off the Mystic Mine as well. I'm now up on resources, and I can now start jamming waves the back row safely. Going to use the Airspace Zero, chaining Ray, getting to search up. I'm going to want the Hornet Drones here. I'm going to go to attack, sending a Jamming Waves to the graveyard. Go into Kagari. Kagari adding back the Jamming Waves. Jamming Waves hitting the last face down, going to Shizuku, and passing the turn. I'm going to then add the Hercules base that I saw earlier, and then they're going to activate Mystic Mine. Okay, all I have to do is clear my monster out of the zone, and I'm going to... Yep, that's actually the best way to clear it. I'm able to pull off the Afterburners, going into Akaina, popping the face down, or pop their Wave Motion Cannon and the Kaina that I made on my side of the field. They have a Swords of Revealing Light, which is annoying, but I don't think they can hit anything that's going to be lethal over the course of 3 turns. I'm going to then use the effective Rage Chain to go into Kagari, and then I'm going to reveal... I'm going to want the Eagle Boosters, because I know they're running the Ring of Destruction. So 1 back row, and then wait for them to do something. And they do! Wow, they just really aren't playing around the copy of Afterburners that I have in hand. I'm going to Afterburners away the Fossil Dino, and then they're just going to scoop it up from here.